King Solomon is renowned for his wisdom. One story in particular highlights his extraordinary ability to judge with both justice and mercy. Two women came before him, each claiming to be the mother of the same infant. This heart-wrenching situation demanded a delicate balance. Solomon needed to uncover the truth. He also needed to ensure the safety and well-being of the child. This story, passed down through generations, offers profound insights into leadership, justice, and compassion. Two women, likely from the same neighborhood, came before King Solomon with a perplexing dilemma. They lived together in the same house and had both recently given birth to baby boys. Tragically, one of the babies died during the night. Now, each woman claimed that the surviving infant was her own. Their grief had transformed into a desperate battle for the living child. The women's accusations were heated and unrelenting. There was no clear evidence to support either claim. The case presented a significant challenge for the king. Determining the rightful mother seemed impossible. Witnesses were absent, proof was non-existent. Yet Solomon was known for his wisdom, his ability to cut through deception and discern the truth. The people waited with bated breath to see how their king would resolve this impossible situation. This was not merely a dispute over a child, it was a test of Solomon's judgment and his ability to uphold justice for even the most vulnerable members of his kingdom. Solomon listened patiently as each woman presented her case. They spoke of their love for the child, their grief over the loss, and their unwavering belief that the living child was theirs. Their words were filled with emotion, making it even more difficult to discern the truth. Solomon, known for his sharp mind and understanding of human nature, observed their demeanor, listened for any telltale signs of deceit, and weighed the emotional weight of their pleas. In a moment of inspired thinking, Solomon called for a sword. He declared that the only fair solution was to cut the baby in half, giving each woman an equal share. His words sent shockwaves through the gathered crowd. The women gasped, the courtiers murmured in disbelief. This drastic pronouncement seemed to contradict Solomon's reputation for wisdom and justice. Yet, it was a clever tactic designed to reveal the true nature of each woman's claim. The king's suggestion elicited wildly different responses from the two women. One woman, consumed by her perceived right and fueled by bitterness, agreed to Solomon's proposal. She would rather see the child dead than see him raised by another. The other woman, however, reacted with instant horror. Tears streamed down her face as she begged Solomon to spare the child's life. She pleaded with the king to give the baby to the other woman, as long as he was allowed to live. Her selfless act of love revealed the depth of her maternal bond. Solomon had his answer. The women's reactions, dictated by their deepest instincts, exposed the truth. The king immediately recognized the true mother. He saw in her desperate plea the unwavering love and sacrifice that only a mother could possess. He realized that her willingness to give up her own child to save his life was the ultimate proof of her motherhood. The other woman's willingness to see the child harmed confirmed his suspicions. The story of Solomon's judgment is a testament to the power of wisdom and the importance of balance between justice and mercy. Solomon's decision transcended a simple custody dispute. He demonstrated that true leadership requires not only the ability to enforce the law, but also the compassion to understand individual circumstances. His actions embodied the principles of justice, fairness, and empathy. These qualities are timeless and remain essential for effective leadership, even in today's complex world. Solomon's reign, though not without its flaws, serves as a reminder that true leadership requires a delicate balancing act. Leaders are often called upon to make difficult decisions that demand both justice and mercy. They must navigate complex situations, weigh competing interests, and ultimately strive to create a fairer and more compassionate world. Solomon's legacy encourages us to seek wisdom, not just knowledge. He reminds us that true leadership requires not only a keen intellect, but also a compassionate heart. The story of Solomon's wisdom continues to resonate across cultures and centuries. It teaches us that true justice is not always about punishment or retribution. It is about understanding, empathy, and finding solutions that preserve the dignity of all involved. Solomon's decision reminds us that leadership is not just about power, but about service, about using our abilities to protect the vulnerable and ensure the well-being of those entrusted to our care. As you navigate the complexities of your own life, remember the wisdom of Solomon. Consider how you can lead with both justice and mercy. How can you balance the need for fairness with the capacity for compassion? Solomon's legacy challenges us to cultivate these qualities within ourselves and to strive for a world where wisdom and understanding prevail.